What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to show you a beautiful little cheat code that I use to always make sure that I'm earning the most travel rewards possible when I'm spending with my credit cards. My name is Tyler DaCosta, and I'm a credit coach. I help foreigners and non-U.S. residents get into the U.S. credit system so they can enjoy the travel rewards and access 0% business credit and enjoy all the benefits of the U.S. credit market. If you're interested in any of these programs and you want to learn more, you can check the links down below. Or you can send me an email, info@DaCostaGroupLLC.com. Hit me up with any questions, and we'll see how we can help you going forward. Now, in case you already didn't know, there are an array of credit cards in the United States that you can use that every time you swipe your credit card, you will earn a percentage of points on your purchase. And the general rule of thumb is, in the world of points and miles, we never want to be purchasing anything with our credit cards without earning that standard minimum of a 2x return on our average spend. And that just means that every time you swipe your credit card and you spend on something, you are going to be getting 2 points for every dollar that you spend with that credit card on that particular purchase. Now, the sweet spot is there are a multitude of credit cards out there that will pay you different returns on different purchases. So for example, if you have the American Express Gold card, okay, this card gets you 4x on dining in US supermarkets. So every time you're at the grocery store in the United States, or at a restaurant worldwide, okay, so you can use this at any restaurant in the world as long as it accepts American Express, of course, you will get 4 points for every dollar that you spend at those restaurants and grocery stores. So the key here is to find credit cards that are going to get you elevated returns for your everyday purchases. Now you're probably thinking, Tyler, okay, which credit cards do I use? How am I supposed to know which credit cards are going to give me the most returns, and where do I find them? I'm going to get into a screen share here, and I'm going to show you this nifty little tool that I use to always make sure that I'm getting the most rewards possible on my purchases. And of course, I never miss an available reward, and we're going to find the right card for you based on the things that you spend on most. Now, there are 3 main ways that we can earn rewards with our credit cards. Number 1 is getting elevated sign-up bonuses. Now, this just simply means every time that you apply for a credit card, there's usually an offer attached to it. So if you take the American Express Platinum card, for example, I think right now it has an elevated 175,000 Amex rewards that you can earn when you hit the minimum spend requirement. So let's just say, you have to hit $10,000 in spending within the first 6 months, okay? So once you hit that barrier, you've crossed that spending threshold, you will be awarded 175,000 points. Now, these sign-up bonuses can vary depending on the time of year. Sometimes you can get them as low as 80,000 points for the Platinum card and the Gold card, and sometimes you can see as high as 250,000 points. So just as an example, I'm in Thailand here. I flew my wife and I here in business class tickets. Okay, we flew out from Sweden. I was spending some time in Northern Europe. We flew out of Sweden to Bangkok. This was a 10.5-hour flight, and the cash cost of these tickets were $4,200. But I had just gotten a sign-up bonus from my American Express Platinum, which got me got me 150,000 Amex rewards. I used the strategies that I show in my Travel Rewards Mastery 2.0 course, and I found tickets where I could use 160,000 Amex rewards plus $185. So this is a spectacular way to use your points. It is the best way to use your points is by booking flights, and not only booking flights, but booking flights through transfer partners, okay? Every Travel Rewards bank, whether it be Chase, American Express, Citi, Capital One, has a different list of partners that they are associated with. Most people, when they earn rewards or they get a sign-up bonus, they go onto their bank's travel portal, all right? They log into their bank portal, and they go on there and they search under the little travel tab, and they use their points like this to get free vacations. But what most people don't know is they're almost always spending about double the amount of points that is usually required compared to if they were to transfer their points over to the transfer partners and book directly through that airline or through that hotel. So just as an example, I found this particular flight online, and I found the airline that it was with, and I saw that this was a partner of American Express. So instead of going onto the American Express travel portal, I actually looked it up, and it cost about 360,000 points to get these tickets. But the airline that I was booking with was a transfer partner with American Express. So I went over to this airline, I went over to British Airways, I created a free account, then I connected the account to my American Express portal, found the flight on British Airways website, saw how many points it was going to cost me, and I transferred the points over to British Airways from my American Express account, and I booked directly through there, getting me 2 business class tickets for only 160,000 points and I believe $185 or something like that. It's irrelevant. So pretty cool stuff. That is an art form in itself. You'll find once you learn these strategies, you can get some pretty sweet vacations, business, first class flights, or if you want to fly like multiple economy flights that are a lot cheaper, a science that everyone should learn, especially if you're budgeting for vacations. And the second way we earn rewards is just through our everyday spend, and that's using bonus category spend. And what this means is basically, like I mentioned earlier when I talked about the American Express Gold, who gives you the 4 points for every dollar that you spend on worldwide restaurants and U.S. supermarkets. These are categories that give you elevated amount of points for that particular spend category. And this is not just restricted to the Amex Gold with the 4x at restaurants and supermarkets. You've got the American Express Platinum that gives you 5 points for every dollar spent on travel. Okay, so if you book flights directly with an airline, or if you book on the travel portal with American Express, you'll get 5 points for every dollar spent. So that's pretty crazy. And there's a multitude of other cards out there that also give you elevated category spend bonuses in other areas like office supplies, restaurants, travel, public transit. There's a huge list of these things. So definitely want to learn that. And the third way we earn rewards is by using referral bonuses. Okay, and this just simply means, let's just say I have the Amex Gold. All right, I already have an account. I've got a good standing card, and I send you a referral link, which you are going to apply for the Amex Gold with as well. And when you are approved, I will get a little bit of a bonus in the form of rewards, usually anywhere from like 15,000 to 30,000 points. And of course, when you get approved for the card, you are now going to have the option to be able to do this as well, issue out those referral bonuses and start collecting bonus points through that referral. So let's get into it, guys. I'm going to get into a screen share here, and I'm going to show you the number one tool that I use to find the most rewards possible based on my everyday spend and ensuring that I never miss a point with my everyday purchases. All right, guys, so this is the pointcalculator.com. This is the little secret hack that I use to get the most rewards possible, find the right credit cards that are going to earn me the most rewards based on my everyday spend, and of course, including any current sign-up bonuses that are available with those associated credit cards. So this is the main page right here. If you want to go up to the right hand of your screen, you can see there are currently 4 countries that are supported by this application. We've got the U.S., Canada, United Kingdom, and Australia. So if you come from any 4 of those countries, you can use this platform, and it's going to be a huge help in your credit card and travel rewards journey. All right, you'll see here in the top bar, there is a list of different options. You can search credit cards, business credit cards. You have points and miles calculators, transfer and conversion calculators to help you gauge the value of your points when you transfer them over to other programs, rewards value calculators, and a list of other tools. But for the sake of this video, we're just going to scroll down here, and we're going to click on Best Credit Card Finder. And right up here, you can choose whether or not you want to look for personal cards or business cards. For this video, we're just going to choose personal, and we're looking for cards with travel rewards, because that's what we're about here. We want to get points for free travel. We want to see the world, and we want to use other people's money doing it. So I'm going to scroll down here to the calculator. There we go. Travel rewards calculator. Which card is best for you? This tool just allows you to come in here and input your typical monthly spend, or you can choose yearly spend on different categories. Let's just go through a few of them. I'm not going to go through all of them, but let's say you spend about $1,000 a month on groceries. I definitely spend more than that, but I'll just use this number for an example. And let's just say we spend another $500 on restaurant and dining. Gas station, $400 a month. That's all going to depend on you and your lifestyle, and of course if you commute to work or not. You've also got transportation, streaming services. Most people have a Netflix account. I think it's like $20 a month. We'll just put 20 in here. Drugstore, online shopping, travel, and we can change this one because maybe some people don't travel every month, but let's just say they spend about $2,000 annually, yearly. Perfect. Then you've got your cable bill, wireless telephone services. This is going to depend on which country you come from. Obviously, I'm originally from Canada, so we pay astronomical fees for our cell phone services. So let's just say I pay like $85 a month, I think. Entertainment and non-category purchases. Now, these are just other purchases that are not included in any of these other subcategories. So we've inputted all of our numbers here. We've put in our typical monthly spend, and we're going to click on Get Results. Perfect. All right. So it's curated a list of credit cards that are going to earn us the most rewards based on the everyday spend that we've put in there. As you can see here, the number one card is the Capital One Venture card. It comes with a $75,000 sign-up bonus. Rewards rate are 2 to 5x. So this card is really good for everyday purchases. So as I mentioned earlier, you should be never earning less than 2 points for every dollar spent in every category, okay? And that's why it's a good idea to have multiple credit cards. You might have, say, an Amex Gold that gets you 4x on your dining and your supermarkets, maybe a Platinum for your travel, but then you need another card that's going to be a catch-all card, okay? That one card that when you can't use that Gold, you can't use that Platinum to get those elevated bonus category spends, you are going to need something that's going to give you that minimum 2x return on everything else, okay? So Ventures are great cards, whether you get the Venture or the Venture X. That'll all depend on which benefits of the cards you use and if you're willing to pay that elevated annual fee for the Venture X. So if you look in the top right-hand corner here, it is giving you an estimated card value of $15.57 per year. And you are going to earn in 1 year 127,120 Capital One miles. Now that's including the sign-up bonus. So you just subtract that 75,000 from the 127, and that's going to give you your annual return in miles with that card, just based on that everyday spend. So pretty powerful tool. There's a list of cards here. You can go through them. You can input your own numbers and see which cards get generated for you and your everyday spend. And just a super simple, easy way to figure out which credit card you should be getting next. And which cards, of course, are going to give you the most rewards so that you can travel for free and you can use the bank's money to travel to exotic destinations, whether you're traveling domestic or international, economy, business, first class, or if you want to stay in luxurious hotels or, the everyday average hotel and you want to get more stays per year. This is a great way of doing it. I cover all of this stuff in my Travel Rewards Mastery 2.0 course, along with an array of other travel hacks, ones that you can use with credit, ones you can use without credit. It's a pretty powerful course. I've saved over $16,000 just in the last 4 months using Travel Rewards, all right? And I'm not doing any sort of crazy ad spend with my business or anything like that. A lot of the points that I accrued were just from regular sign-up bonuses from credit cards. And, I do have some business cards that earn me rewards there as well. But the gist of that $16,000 in free travel that I got was just based on getting a few different sign-up bonuses. So super powerful stuff. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some value out of it. Drop a comment below. Let me know which video you want to do next. If there's something in the travel world space that you're unsure of and you want to know more, hit me up and we'll see if we can put out some education on that topic. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button, like the video, share with your friends, and I'll see you on the next one.